Hi, this is Fushio, and welcome to Illustrious Media. And today we're going to be taking a look at my first look at the new Star Wars teaser for 2019, the final episode in the sequel trilogy, I guess you call it. And so I have not seen this trailer yet. This is my first glance at it, and so this is pretty late in the night, so I'm going to try to keep my voice down a little bit, but I do want to get it out there. And a few things, first of all, I wanted to create a couple of videos before this in the lead up to the release of this trailer, but work and sleep got in the way a little bit, and I just kind of forgot about exactly when this teaser was going to drop. So I really, I kind of dropped the ball on that one, but those videos will be forthcoming. And, again, I'm not going to do the bashing that everybody has done, rightfully so, of what's been going on with the Star Wars sequel trilogy so far. But there's just some stuff I kind of want to get off my chest, and it'll be a great time to discuss these things, in the midst of Star Wars Celebration and the release of this trailer. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's take a look. Interesting.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
I think they were back on Jakku, maybe? Oh. Please don't kill this guy too. Please don't kill Lando as well.
We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone.
Okay, we all know what that laugh is about. Okay, so, initial reactions. I'm mixed on this. On the one hand, they're really are, for lack of a better word, milking not just the nostalgia for Star Wars as a whole in this, but also nostalgia for the characters, for the old cast of characters who, are one of whom who's sadly not with us in this world, and the other one, another two who have also been killed off in the course of the other two movies, in the previous movies, and so now we have Lando coming back, and I don't know. It feels a bit desperate. Is kind of how I put it. It feels. I'm not sure if cheap is the right word, and I won't even go so far as to say manipulative. I feel like it's just something they're leaning really heavily on if not the actual old characters, because they really can't, because they killed off two of the ones we really cared about and the third one who passed on, but at least their memory and their relationships and what they mean to the current main cast, which is understandable and it's almost predictable because that's really kind of the only emotional core they have left to go on. And then so yeah, I don't know how to, honestly right now I don't know how I feel about that. I might tack onto this video later with more on that, but I just don't. This trailer doesn't really, it's like if I really liked the previous two movies, I'll be uber excited for this, even if it's the same damn trailer, exactly the same. But because of what's happened, because of the direction they've gone or the lack of direction they've had, really, when it's, I don't know how you go about doing a trilogy for the most profitable film and entertainment franchise in history, virtually, without like a plan, without a set roadmap for the future of what you're going to do, and everybody's on the same page, as opposed to just letting each director have his own free reign. I think directors should have creative licenses, but in this case, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of nostalgia, and there's a lot of expectations built up. So anyways, on a tangent there. And let's talk about that little evil cackle towards the end there. No one's ever really gone. Now, what does that actually mean? Some people have taken it to mean that maybe, hey, no one's gone. Maybe maybe Luke isn't truly dead or something, or Leia isn't truly, dead. Leia's not dead in the story, but, whatever. It's a bit of a facepalm moment for me there. But obviously that laugh there was Emperor Palpatine, and it feels cheap. That part really felt cheap to me. Okay, an evil cackle, it's like hokey and cheesy, and make no mistake about it. There's Star Wars can be charmingly campy, especially looking at through today's lenses as opposed to back in the 70s when it first came out. But that is really that's something I expect to see in a Saturday morning cartoon. If that's still a thing, I have no idea, honestly. It's kind of betraying my age there a little bit. But yeah, that evil cackle, it feels cheap, it feels desperate, it feels like really trying to, hook you in there. And is my curiosity piqued? Maybe just a little bit, but enough to really want to go see this film on opening weekend? Not really. I might still watch it opening. I might still watch it I'll probably watch the second weekend. But yeah, that evil cackle at the end, I'm just not too impressed with that. I think it seems cheap. It seems nigh on desperate. And I don't, and let's just get this clear, okay? I don't envy the job J.J. Abrams has on his hands to salvage this, whatever happened with the Last Jedi. Okay, I don't envy that task at all. I think it's pretty difficult. You have a fandom that's pretty divided, very divided over this. And then he's got to somehow bridge that gap and then make a profitable movie. And frankly, I wouldn't put it on him. I wouldn't even, blame him at all if this thing just kind of doesn't pan out. Because, he was dealt a shit sandwich, really. I might have to bleep that. So let's have another watch at it and see, and discuss it just a little bit more. I'll probably be cutting down this a lot.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight. We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone.
Oh, and so yeah, so the opening shot is pretty impressive, or rather, the opening scene and that shot of her doing the somersault over the TIE fighter. Presumably Kylo Ren's, but could be somebody else. I'm not gonna, even presume that. But the thing is, you see, like, I would be cheering for her so much harder if this character was built up to be someone that was given a lot more to do. Well, rather, that was given a lot more characterization. It's like, I don't feel much. I just, okay, it's a cool shot. That's what I'm thinking. But it's not, oh my God, this is Rey. She's doing, oh my God, she's learned so much. She's doing this crazy move to go up against this TIE fighter. I don't have any of that kind of energy. When I see that, I don't get that kind of energy when I see that happening. Because again, the character has not been built up, has not earned a place in my heart as a viewer for me to be cheering on my feet for her. That's just, and that's again, that's a tough nut to crack when you're, the third movie into a trilogy. And yeah, like the Rise of Skywalker. That's apparently the name of this. Apparently, the name of this last film in the sequel trilogy. It's, I'm wondering what that means. Some people are taking to mean maybe one of the characters, maybe she's a child of Skywalker's, or maybe there's maybe it's more of a metaphorical thing. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. And then. Again, the most annoying, the weakest part, the most just eye-rolling, stupid part of this trailer is the Emperor's cackle at the end. I mean, I liked... Now, here's the thing, okay? That was so unnecessary, really. Like, you have a shot of the eye of the Death Star, so to speak, as a last shot in the damn trailer. We know what that means. You don't need to do an evil cackle. The people who know what the people who know the Death Star, that last shot means, knows what it means. They don't need a maniacal laughter from decades ago, from movies decades ago, to remind them, to tell them what that means. And the people who have no freaking idea what that Hulk rising from the horizon and this and the sea are gonna have, that laugh is gonna go right over fucking heads. So it just seems really stupid, really overwrought and unnecessary against the shot of the derelict Death Star. But yeah, what is that? There's not much else to say. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, like overall, like again, the visuals were never a problem with these new movies, given the budget involved, and given the expertise and artistry involved. But I'm not as excited, obviously, as I could be for this. So, right now, I guess if you were to give me like a excitometer, I should patent that excitometer. From 0 to 10, it'd be right around a 5.5, but 5. Yeah, whatever. There's literally every single major film coming out this summer. I'm gonna be more excited for than this. I mean, Godzilla, John Wick, Avengers, obviously, take your pick. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so thank you for joining me. And again, those couple other videos about Star Wars and one's more about about a story approach that I thought about, and the other one or two is probably going to be more along the lines of just more like the future of blockbusters in general. And those are going to be forthcoming. Thank you again for joining me. And if you enjoy the content here, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, like it, comment. Say what you like about the react, what you hate about it. Would love to hear your thoughts about the trailer as well. All right. Good night.